Hello everyone. I do the consult for many ultra water treatment plant manager, and one of popular questions they give me is when do they need to do the CIP for LO membrane? Because we understand that if we do the CIP too early, we will increase the operation cost. But if we don't do the CIP for the LO membrane in time, we cannot recover the performance of LO membrane. So in the lesson 14, I will show you when we need to do the CIP for LO membrane. And this slide answer for us why we need to do the CIP for LO membrane in time. At the first graph, you can see when we do the CIP, before the permit flow rate of the LO membrane is recovered nearly before the CIP. But in the second graph, you can see if we do the CIP late, the permit flow rate cannot recover and it reduced very quickly. Means that we need to replace the LO membrane more frequently. And that's the reason why we need to do the CIP in time. But the question is when is the in time. So in next slide, I will show you when is the good time to do the CIP for LO membrane. The first one is the flow rate reduce. We can calculate the flow rate reduce from the permit of the LO membrane at the start point of the LO membrane and subtract for the permit flow rate at this moment and divide for permit flow rate at the start point and multiply for 100%. If the flow rate delta is more than 15%, you need to do the CIP for LO membrane. So to do that, you have to monitor the permit flow rate of the LO membrane every day, and then you can monitor flow rate delta, and you will have a set point at the 15%, and it will alert you when you need to do the CIP for LO membrane. The second one is the delta pressure. You can calculate the delta pressure from the different pressure at the starting moment of the LO membrane and the different pressure at this moment. And the different pressure equal the peak pressure subtract for reject pressure. And then you can calculate the delta pressure by the different pressure at this moment is subject for different pressure at the start up of the LO membrane. And then you see the delta pressure is more than 10%. It's time for you to do the CIP for LO membrane. And the next one is the shock passage increase. You can calculate the shock passage from the resistivity or conductivity or TDS of the LO permit. And if you see the delta shock pressure is more than 5%, and it's time for you to do the CIP for LO membrane. And there are three important parameters is pressure, flow rate, and the shock passage to indicate when you need to do the CIP for LO membrane. See you in the next lesson.